Hey everybody, I haven't posted in a while, so I got a little update here for the CRX, getting ready for the next season. And I apologize, I got it zoomed in a lot because I dropped my phone and cracked the lens. I got a new shift light. So for years I've used this Autometer shift light, and it's kind of good for drag racing, and it's okay. I mean, it lets you know when to shift, but the problem is it just comes on and you don't know how close you're getting to your shift RPM. And so I got this Cartek Club shift light, and basically it progresses, so you can set up the lights to do different patterns and however you want to do it. So a little bit more customizable, if you will, and give you a little bit more feedback on how close you're getting to the shift point. On this car, 7,000 RPM is peak horsepower. So there's really not much point going that, but it's safe to go up above that occasionally. So we'll be doing, having that knowledge to know, okay, it's time to shift for maximum performance, but if I need to stretch it out a little bit more, I could. So this is kind of the view from the driver's seat. This is the actual shift light. What I did was I made a little spacer out of aluminum, and because race cars save some weight, drilled out the center of it. And what I'm going to do is, it seems like the best place to place it is actually right here behind the hazard light switch. It's not very square right now, but anyways, I can run the wires down inside there, get them back into the dash, and then I'll be able to have this right. I mean, you guys are looking exactly what I see from the seat. You'll be able to see clearly what the lights are. And this is pretty neat because you can actually set the starting RPM for the lights to start coming on, and then your shift RPM. So I'm going to play with that a little bit, because what I'd like to do, one of the patterns, if I can do three things at once here, this is all the pattern options, and I like this pattern here, where it's blue, then green, yellow, and then red in the center, and then it flashes all red from what I've seen on the videos. What I'd like to have happen and set it up so that red is basically about 7,000 RPM, and then haptic is a little bit above that, so that I know, okay, red is the perfect shift point, and then anything above that is getting close to the rev limiter, which is set at 7,800. So anyhow, we're gonna install this. I need to just remove this one. What I did was went and got a weather pack type connector. It's got 4 wires. It's kind of hard to see, but you got red, blue, and green, which is basically power, ground, and signal. And then there's actually a 4th wire that you could actually set this thing up, so if you wanted to run it to a oil pressure switch or something to alert you to an issue, you could do that as well. So I need to remove this one, put the other end on those wires, because it's the exact same 3 wires, and then mount this. And what I think I'm going to do for now is use some of the good old 3M double-sided tape to make sure I'm happy with this, do a first event, make sure I'm happy with this placement and how it works. And then I can always come back in and remove this, and then since the screws go through the bottom, I can actually screw it to the top, but the 3M double-sided tape would probably hold it anyways. So we will see. So next will be some clips of it doing what it's supposed to do. All right, so the wiring on this, pretty straightforward. Red power, green ground, blue is the RPM signal, and then yellow you can actually attach to another device. So I just want to show you, I used power off of a switch 12 volt. That's just how I've always had it. And then ground, just grab a ground somewhere. But for the signal, I just want to show you where I got my signal. So this might be a little tough to see in here. Hopefully you can see in here. So that's the fuse box right here, fuse box. Above it, you got your relays on your fuse box, and then you got a main harness, and I'm going to swing this light out here. Hopefully, so you can see there's a main plug harness that goes up into the dash and just sits on top of the fuse box, attaches to the top of it. There is a blue wire, a solid blue wire in there, and you can see there's a little gator clip on there with the blue wire coming off of it. If that focuses, may not be the best.
But you can see the blue wire, and there's a green is what I'm have coming off of that for my signal. But basically, that is your signal wire for your tack. And that's all I tapped into. That's how I had my other shift light for 25 years, and it's worked just fine. So anyways, if you want to get signal for a shift light on your first gen, that's where you can get it from. So next we'll show you kind of a completed, what it looks like when it's done.
All right, we are installed. And it's going to be a little loud here. We're in the garage open, but it's still loud. So we'll do this once and show you how it looks. I think that's going to work. We'll shut that noise off. I think that's going to work quite well. And I guess we'll find out in October during our first track event. So little update, another project knocked out before race season starts in October. Hope you guys enjoyed and maybe got an idea if you track your car of a shift light that might help you. And just so you know, I did set it at 6,200 for the start RPM, and then 7,200 for peak. So the red lights should, in theory, come on at 7,000. We'll find out on the track, or slow this down and watch it. And then, so it should go into haptic mode at 7,200. So we will find out. It's just too damn hot to go out and drive it, honestly. It's over 105 degrees here in Phoenix, which is a cool day for us, but still it's a little bit toasty to go ripping around. So anyways, take care everybody and enjoy.